Wall Street Journal says you need 1.46 million in order to retire. This is just so stupid. It's a study that they cite from Northwest Mutual, and I like Northwestern Mutual. I think they're a good company, but this is just so freaking stupid. And there was a spark of hope though in this report. Teresa Ghilarducci, who I'm sure she's a nice woman. I find her to be so negative on retirement. I don't know why she's in all these articles. It's weird to me because her thinking is way out of line with the reality of that is. And I don't get it. Is she paid to be a negative Nelly? I don't know. It's the weirdest thing, man. And she's with the new school. We know those are a bunch of pinkies, watermelons, if you know what I'm saying. Watermelons are green on the outside, dark red on the inside. And I'm not saying she's that person. I don't know. But let's just put it this way. If it comes from the new school, you can think it's going to be far left tripe. Anyway, but even she said that people are way overestimating how much they need to retire. I said, ooh, there's a spark. That's all we need is a spark. Maybe if Teresa Gio, whatever her name is seeing the truth, maybe, just maybe, the truth is getting out there. Anyway, so Northwestern Mutual, they surveyed over 5,000 people, and they said on average they need 1.46 million to retire. Not baby boomers, Generation X. I don't even know what generation I am. Millennials, that's what it's. Millennials, they say they need 1.6 million. That's so stupid, man. I'm just sitting there thinking, well, then no one's going to ever retire then, if that's how much we need. Oh, that's up 200,000 from what it was last year, by the way. Last year, the average person said they need 1.27 million, and now it's up to 1.46. And so the premise of this is that, like Fidelity says, you need 10 times your salary in order to retire. So they say you're 65 years old and you make $75,000 a year. Fidelity says you need $750,000 in order to retire. Why is that so stupid? Oh, because that means you need $750,000 inherently. Very, very few people have $750,000. Very, very few people. All right. Part two of that is, why would you look at your last year of earnings, all right, and extrapolate anything off that into your future of retirement? They're two completely different categories. One is I'm making the most money, most like I've ever made when you're in your late 50s and early 60s. Why would you use that as the premise for how much you need to retire? Well, the reason is because they're going to use the 80% pre-retirement income thing. Show me any evidence, that the average person spends anywhere near 80% of their pre-retirement income. Show me any evidence of that, any place, 100%. If not, so what do? We'd say, well, on average, a retiree spends not $75,000, not $35,000, we'll just say $50,000, $45,000, something like that. So if we look at our salaries that we've been making over the course of one's career, we made $20,000 when we're 20 years old, $30,000 at 30, just use that for example. Maybe we take that $75,000 and we half it for an average salary we made. So maybe we say, hey man, you've been making $75,000 a year, we're going to half that, $37,000, maybe need $370,000, if even that. Just use that for an example. The whole point of you need 10%, 10 times your last year's salary is stupid. This isn't the last three, like a pension. A New York City cop, for instance, and I don't know if they still do, I imagine they do. They take your last three of your years, and that's what they base your pension on. Your personal retirement isn't like that, man. It's not like that. There's not the last three, and they base your pension on that. That's not how it works. Oh my goodness, it's so silly. But be it as it may, it is what we're looking at. So if you need 1.46 million to retire and you can't retire till then, congratulations. You're going to be in the top 1%. You're in the top 1%. I don't have 1.46 million. I even have $1 million. I don't. So I'm not going to be able to retire. Yeah, but Josh, you work for, you don't dig ditches. Exactly. I don't dig ditches. So you can tell me a guy's digging ditches needs 1.46 million to retire. Why would he need that much money? Why? Why is he going to spend that kind of money in retirement? Why? The reason he spends that kind of money now is because working it costs a lot of money to work. It does. In fact, I was just reading, I didn't do a video on it, but ditch your commute and save $40,000 a year is what this article said. And I can't remember exactly the specifics, but I don't know. That seems high to me, but still, let's just say ditch your commute and save $20,000 a year on maintenance on your car, gas, eating out, having to freaking put your stupid, outfits on, all that stuff. Don't call it an outfit. Who says, don't call it an outfit? Who sings that song? You want to grow up and paint houses like me, put a trailer in my yard till you're 43. Who sings that song? Put it in the show notes. All right. All silliness, but I need 10 times my last year's salary. And with my last year's salary, it's like, man, I'm living large right now. Living large. Yeah, you need 10 times that. Well, my last year's salary is like the worst salary I've ever had because they don't like old folks at the plant. Like, yeah, they're pops. We don't like you, so we're not gonna give you any overtime. So instead of making $40 an hour, you're only making $20 an hour. What if that? I mean, these rules of thumb are just so stupid. But the spark, there's a spark. Teresa Gilorducci is starting to get it. Next thing you know, Centers for Retirement Research at Boston College is say our National Retirement Risk Index is actually quite fun now. A lot of people have the ability to retire. And they say, well, what's the change? Well, the change is we weren't using reality. We want to be reality-based. That's the change. All right, love your thoughts. God bless.